channel. Today is a video that you guys see from me every single month, but I thought I'd spice it up and do some ASMR for you guys because I feel like people actually did enjoy the last video that I made in ASMR. So this is going to be what I read in the month of April. April, and sprinkling in some ASMR as we go over those things. So let's get started. Alright, so the first book that I read in the month of April was Normal People by Sally Rooney. And if you would like to click up here, I believe I'm going to link my full ASMR review of Normal People by Sally Rooney. But just a brief little description. Normal People follows two characters who through their entire lives have been falling apart and coming back together, and they just always seem to come back together over and over and over again, no matter what happens, and they consistently have some of the worst communication issues. And so the book follows their story through teenagerhood to adulthood, through college, and discusses the struggles that they go through and how they always seem to just find each other again and 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 again. But I gave Normal People 5 stars, and I read it throughout the first week of April. Next up, we've got a couple more books that I did some reading vlogs on, which is awesome. It was a pretty short reading vlog, not the most entertaining one, I must admit, but it was a reading vlog nonetheless. If you'd like to watch it, it will be linked up there. But I read the first 2 Gossip Girl books. The first one, which is just titled Gossip Girl by Cicely von Ziegesar, I rated 3 stars, and I read that on the 12th of April. And the first Gossip Girl book pretty much follows the pilot episode of Gossip Girl. Not just the pilot episode, I think it's the first couple episodes of Gossip Girl. But it is all about Blair and Serena's return to the Upper East Side after going away to boarding school. And it really focuses on Blair's relationship with Nate, Blair's relationship with her mother, and we don't get a lot of Dan, but Dan is introduced in this first book. But the main thing is that this book really focuses on Blair, and Serena is a side character. She's one of the main characters, but she is not the primary person who we care about or follow at all within these books. Next up, I read You Know You Love Me, XOXO, Gossip Girl, also by Cicely von Ziegesar. And I rated that 3 stars as well, and I read it the 19th, or I finished reading it on the 19th of April. This book begins at the end of the Kiss on the Lips party and goes through Dan's first date with Serena. It also discusses Jenny and Nate's relationship. Weird, but like I said, I also gave this book 3 stars. I don't have that much to say about it, especially if you know anything about Gossip Girl. Then you basically know exactly what happens over the course of this book, so it would be kind of a waste of both of our time if I told you what happened. So, I wouldn't, depends. If you're into YA and trashy YA, I would recommend it. But if not, skip it. Next up, once again, what a series girly I was. I finished up the Off-Campus series by Elle Kennedy. Off-Campus series by Elle Kennedy. That began with me reading The Goal, which is the 4th book in the Off-Campus series, and it covers Sabrina and Tucker. And I do have a reading vlog coming out about this as well. What a reading vlog queen I was. actually despise, like, I'm not kidding, I hated burning a passionate hatred for an unplanned pregnancy trope. But, it is very clear that that's what this book is going to be. If you've read the other off-campus books, you know that that's what happens, because I just hinted at in at least the score for sure, the score for sure. So you know that it's gonna happen, and I think maybe that's why I didn't have a problem with it, because I quite enjoyed this book, like I said. If anything, it made the book what it is, because that is kind of the whole focus of the book. And continuing into the legacy, it is a massive plot point. So, that being said, don't come for me for saying that I like a book with an unplanned pregnancy trope, because this might be the only one. But I loved it. I loved it so much. Oh my gosh. It didn't get a 5 stars because it wasn't, it didn't have that the teal quality. It didn't make me like, oh my god. But it's like the next best thing. I think this might be my second favorite in the whole off-campus series. And I finished reading it on the 25th. I was so bad at tracking my rating this month. Really was. So I can only tell you the day I finished books, not the days I read them. But next up, as I previously hinted at, is The Legacy, which is the final book in the off-campus series, and it is a novella, technically, because it is just wrapping up all of the couple stories. So it talks about Hannah and Garrett, Grace and Logan, Dean and Allie, and Sabrina and Tucker. I remembered all of their names. Pat on the back for that one for me. Thank you. I do my best. Anyways, The Legacy I gave 2 stars because it was really, really boring. I also did not read Dean and Allie's portion of the book. I skimmed it because I hate Dean De Laurentiis. If you know me, you know I hate Dean De Laurentiis. He's a piece of shit. He is a horrible boyfriend. He's a horrible friend. He has just about no redeeming qualities, and I don't see why he was even written as a character, because who would want him? And I know in saying that a lot of people do want him, because I have a TikTok, okay? I'm on Book Talk. I know what people say, and people do tend to like D&D Laurentiis, but they're wrong. In the nicest way possible, they are wrong. I love y'all so much, but get help, okay? Because he is so mean. Especially, I can almost forgive you if you've only read the score. If you read the goal and you still like D&D Laurentiis, girl, we built different. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, I finished that book up on April 28th, and once again, there's a reading vlog out, or there will be a reading vlog out about that book, so stay tuned, or click the link up here to get the full details on it. The link it should be right there. Right there. You got it. The one right there. Click. That was fun to do. Then, last but not least, the last book that I decided to read in the month of April was Foster by Claire Keegan, which is a book that was recommended by Jack in the Books. Jack. I don't remember his channel name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, and if you don't, you know now, because I put his name right here, I think. Did I? Anyways, Foster is a very short book. It's only about 100 pages. It is about a young girl's journey in foster care over a summer while her mother is pregnant with another kid. And it really just talks about the bond that she forms with the 2 parents that take her in, and how she is used to coming from literally nothing, having 0 money. That's why she was sent away, because the parents could not afford to feed yet another kid while the wife was pregnant, and they already have a family, so they sent her away. But this family no longer has any children, and they are well off, and for the first time she gets to experience what that's like. But not only that, she comes from, I don't know if it's an abusive household, but it is not a healthy household. She's not used to being she hasn't been treated well. She's been neglected, I guess I would say. So yeah, abused. She's been abused and neglected. And she's kind of been, like, just that's what she's known her whole life. And so she comes to live with this family, and she has the beautiful experience of understanding what it's like to be truly cared for. And this book is just really, it's a sweet read. Like, it's a quick, sweet read. And the end of it will make you cry. Because the end of it made me cry. And I didn't think it would. But I got to those last, like, 3 sentences. And I was like, damn, okay, that's how this is gonna be. So, if you're interested in a cute little short story, I would highly recommend Foster by Claire Keegan, and I read that on the 30th, and I gave it 3 stars. More like 3.5 stars, but for the sake of this, we'll say I give it 3 stars. That was my April reading wrap-up. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about all the books I read in April. Comment down below what your favorite book that you read this month is, because your girl has been struggling to find good books that she wants to read. I feel like I've heard of them all, or they're all the same thing. Give me something unique. I don't care what the genre is. Just tell me something unique in the comments that you've read recently that you really liked, that you think I might really like. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. And I will see you guys very shortly with a reading vlog for these, I think.